the ITCRA Motorsports Park it is, and it's created in 7 years to 8 years ago, and because probably it's almost like this, well, because it's almost time for just about for this thing, because this is an actually old game created 7 years ago, since 2015, October 26th, before Halloween, as the 2016 season might be starting against the January like these things, and probably some kind of a medics are just not in a good positions as well. So probably if we're gonna be trying to do for something, it's gonna be very start. There is no lap times as well. Even you try to start to drive cars, even everything is actually this thing as well. So even it's absolutely gonna be using for sports racing like these things. So according to their cars, was actually onto the pit lanes, and we're ready to start in about for these cars, as we're likely able to say, and about for this review of the old game. If you just wanted to play for these games, or this game for the ITCRA racing selection about for this thing, well, the game is going to be linked in the description down below, and let's just try to drive one cars. If you're just going to be having fun with your friends, and probably this is actually some kind of an original game, and according to their cars as well, including the ambulance and the safety car. Now, we're going to be driving some one car, and I'll be driving into the middle. As you can drive around for this vehicle, you have remaining in 5,000 milliliters or 3,000 milliliters as well. This is a one purpose of this testing, as we're ready to go. If I just gonna be pressing around for the throttle, that recommendations is you can steer, and very easy to steer. This is absolutely pretty good. And turns out it was 3,000 milliliters as well, because I'll be remaining to this one, and this is absolutely for the outlap selection, or the session as well. The outlap for just only one thing is the outlap selection. I don't really think this is the outlap for a session, for it's gonna be going for around here. Now finally, we're gonna be taking in about for the start of the lap times. And I really think the top speed of the car, you know it is 234 kilometers and studs per second. I don't really think this is gotta be kilometers an hour, and let's just start it for the first lap. At least this is 1 point is going to be only one thing, because current I'm a fans of some kind of sports car racing. Almost went out to wide over here. And how many turns is about for this track? This racetrack isn't really real, and because this is made by the original person, who made this racetrack for just literally real, went outside for sure, and we're just gonna be going for about for how many turns in about for this track. Let's start with turn number 1. The turn number 2 is this way. The turn number 3 is gonna be onto your right. The turn number 4, it should be gonna be right. Turn 5, it should be left. And straight on to turn number 6 is gonna be even left. And 7 is right. 8, 9 is right and left. The turn number 10 is absolutely gonna be going onto your left. Turn 11 is onto your left, right, left, 12 and 13 and 14 turns totally. Now the final thing is we're going to be finishing about here. When the vehicle has legitimately running out of fuel, I have to jump out of the car and leave it all the way. As you can see, to jump out of the vehicle, it literally despawns itself and when running out of fuel. But before the car just literally respawns over here, and just literally try to drive to do so, then I just got a first corner cut, as absolutely going to be going for about for many more reasons to do. Without further notice, And this is absolutely, I just started to get bad luck out of racing around for these corners, and again, going outside or ignoring the track limit. So, let's just try to do for a faster lap, and probably this is not going to be taking in the very best to do like this thing. So, if we try to take the ambulance onto the top, as for a couple of more races to go, as you can see, for the maximum attack selections of there's only one thing. There must be one solution over here. So I should be able to take around for this many more things to do. Now let's just try to make it all the way faster. 234 kilometers into the start straight. I think this is gonna be the one more lap before we're gonna be ended this. So in the end of this video, there is still nothing that wasn't gonna be making out for this 1 cent. Keeping on going for turns around here, and many more reasons we do not have. The frames per second is absolutely pretty perfect, and we just got a huge corner cut as well, and made a few seconds of penalty for against of 5 seconds to 8 seconds. Maybe I should be able to get back into the pits. And there's no pit speed around here, so we're gonna be taking a little bit of tour after some kind of lap times later. I think some kind of tow truck is absolutely keep on spinning all the way. Now I'm probably not sure that we're not keeping on racing, because I just gonna be trying to put the race car out into the streets. And I'm never very sure. This isn't gonna be going for very much. If I'm just gonna be going out there, I should be able to get caught everything as well. So I just literally tried to spike all the way out of here. It looks like you can drive all the way out of here before it gets out of fuel. I think this race car belongs to the racetrack, and perhaps this is literally going to be used to only for this one reason. So let's just drive another vehicle. So let's aspire to getting out of the vehicle. If I just jump out of the vehicle, that doesn't despawn as well. So let me try this vehicle. It got a 5,000 milliliter as well. So it's not just like the real A chassis. And because this is absolutely using for some kind of cars. The track cars are used for some kind of blue. And the black one isn't going to be for racetrack as well. Now, what about some kind of a little bit one thing is there? So, this is the tow truck. It's drivable. And probably, I should be refused to drive an ambulance. So, after I jumped out, this is some kind of a Volkswagen like these things. And why everything for the emergency vehicles looks like some kind of Toyota? So, we just gonna be trying to make it all the way for one thing as staff. Now, I would be able to get for around here for many more reasons. When emergency, this is the ambulance around here. When it get for a horrifying trouble around here, the ambulance is on our way. And what about the safety car? I don't really know how possible that we do for ridiculously. So, jumping all the way back into this vehicle. But unfortunately, the vehicle saves for itself for fuel. And probably, we're going to be going into the podium to end of this video. Now, that was really quick. And beyond of these cars. So, as you can see, for this track, it is probably recommended that you can use some kind of slots around here when you have for this free model track. This racetrack is not a free model. And against of the race cars as well. Probably this is gonna be the end of this video for sure. And I could not able to sprint somewhere as well. As you might able to spectate, it doesn't work or actually works. Now you might able to spectate some other kinds of drivers, and because looks like even this is absolutely the logo or some kind of the title is, it must be the ITCRA Motorsports Park. It's probably possible to say that in some kind of words. This is absolutely going to be the end of the words, and I should be able to get some cars, and we're going to be end of this video over here, and I don't really think so. That wasn't going to be making for even much more. Or many more of these things. I should be able to jump into the vehicle until very end, that the last few milliliters to go. I think it's absolutely going to be over for today's video, and probably I'm going to be making sure that we're going to be linking description and about today's game, and about for the old racing game, and for the ITCRA Motorsports Park as well. So if you enjoyed about for today's video and about for old racing games in Roblox, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And thanks for watching and about for this video and all the support, and which can be Tipper Concept is signing off and around for today. And I'm gonna be talking to you mini lads all later, probably talk to you all later about for this game. And because I just don't forget, the game is linked in the description down below. If I just already said it was not worth it, I think for that we're gonna be doing this again. But maybe next time I just gonna be finding another old racing game. Thanks for the review.